Graphic new details revealed in the fourth day of the preliminary hearing in the murder case against singer David.
Prosecutors sharing a disturbing timeline of his alleged interactions with the 14-year-old victim. CBS LA's Joy Benedict live outside the courthouse in downtown LA with the graphic testimony. Joy.
Yeah, it really was a tough day in court. Not only were there autopsy photos that were displayed for everyone in the court in the morning, but then in the afternoon, LAPD detective took the stand and had to describe more than 50 sexually explicit photos between the suspect and the victim. Gruesome images again on display inside the 9th floor courtroom where a TikTok singer now stands accused of murdering his teenaged girlfriend.
It really started with the dismemberment of the body, the amputation of the fingers, including the one with the sh tattoo, as well as Celeste's eye being missing.
Nima Rahmani is a former prosecutor not working on this case. He says the decomposition of the body of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez is an important factor in determining the cause of death.
The medical examiner couldn't definitively say whether the lung injury was a knife, a bullet, or something else. And the body had decomposed so much, and it was at least weeks since she had been dead, but he said maybe even months.
The medical examiner testified both legs had been amputated by what he believed was a power tool, and that there were blue plastic fragments in the wounds consistent with the inflatable plastic pool investigators found in the Hollywood Hills home of David Anthony Burke. 2 of the victim's fingers had been amputated and were not with her body.
Because, of course, the allegation is that Celeste had a matching tattoo and that David killed her to prevent her from outing him. So that certainly is important evidence if he disposed of that finger to really cover up who she was.
In the afternoon, LAPD homicide detective Corey Farrell testified about the explicit sexual relationship between the two. He said they started communicating when she was just 11 years old and he was 16. 2 months after her 13th birthday, he says they had sex, and he described in court dozens of sexually explicit photos discovered on Burke's phone. The victim's parents were so overcome by the evidence they left the courtroom. He even testified that Celeste had an abortion when she was just 13. The detective also read text messages between the victim and defendant on the first night she ran away in February of 2024, when Burke reportedly picked her up at a stop sign near her parents' home in Lake Elsinore. Of course, this hearing is to determine whether there is enough evidence to proceed with the trial. Experts are confident it will. The drawn-out procedure, simply strategy for the defense to get a look into the evidence against their client before trial.
I do believe there is probable cause to set this case for a full jury trial.
Now, of course, David Anthony Burke is being charged with murder with special circumstances in this case that makes him eligible for the death penalty if convicted, or life in prison without the possibility of parole. This preliminary hearing will continue on Monday. I'll send it back to you guys.
Joy, thank you.